So I'm going to have to go and lay down for a moment because I've just had a 53, 40, oh, Pepsi, oh that's a bigger can, 90, 130, just had 130 grams of sugar, so I don't think I'll sleep tonight. Hello. Today we're going to be testing 3 different colas. The classic Coca-Cola, its rival competitor Pepsi Cola, and a bit of a home brand option, Q Cola. The main test today is to find out which of these colas is the best, and a bit of a sub goal is to see if I can correctly identify them. I've only really ever drank Coca-Cola. I'm more of a Pepsi Max sort of fan, but we'll do non-sugar soft drinks the next time. But it's the classic, which of these 2 is better? And I've just got a third competitor in here to add some variation. So my assistant's going to set all this up for us, make it all random so I don't know what I'm testing, so it's a true blind test. And I'll see which one I call the best, and I'll see if I can correctly identify them. So once we get all this set up, I'll be back. Alright, ready for our long anticipated soft drink series. I think it's probably the most common thing people blind taste test. I think even the companies advertise blind tastings, Coke versus Pepsi, because they always say theirs is better, even though 50% agree and 50% disagree. You having fun, buddy? Alright, I'm going to start with this one here. And I'm not going to tell you which one I prefer, I'm just going to say which one I think's best. I'll rate them best to worst, and then I won't even guess what they are. Maybe I will guess what they are. This is a very... What, you're hopping down? Alright, see ya. Just be careful of that spider, buddy. That spider there! There's a spider there, mate. This is very plain. It's quite a plain cola. Without tasting the others, I'm instantly putting this onto the Q Cola. It tastes somewhat cheap and not very exciting. Alright, let's try the second glass now. The balloon's not coming back, buddy.
1, 2.
This tastes like a much stronger cola. I think this is Pepsi. I don't think the yellow balloon's coming back, mate. It's I don't drink a lot of sugar soft drink, so it's hard for me to guess what they are. I definitely don't have Pepsi often. I've never had these before. I've probably had Coke the most. Let's try the next one. They all taste very similar. I think this is the Coke. I think that's the Coke. I feel like it's got a lot of flavour, but they're basically identical. This one tastes a little cheaper. This one just has that Pepsi taste to it. Don't know, they're all very similar. My first guesses are Q, Pepsi, Coke, but I'm not sure, they're very similar. Is that right? Do you want to taste? I think this one's the worst. It's the least flavourful. It's not flat, but it doesn't have a lot of... It's not flat, but it just doesn't have the nice cola-y taste. This one's also not amazing. It's slightly tastier than this one. This one tastes like it's got the most sugar, and I think that's an indicator it could be Coke. That's all I'm basing it off. This one's the sugariest, I think it might be Coke. This one's tastes the cheapest, makes me think of home brand. This one's very average, makes me think of Pepsi. Let's see what they are. I think it's, I think. It's a lot of sugar to drink in a couple of minutes. They all started to taste the same in the end. I think I need to slow down, really taste them. Not that I don't drink these often, so I don't really know what they are. Might just tell you which one I think's better or not. This one's quite flavourless now. I think I've reached the point where I've just drank so much it's irrelevant. I think this one still tastes the most Coke-like. Right. I've had a bit of a rest. Let's go back to this one. Still doesn't taste super Coke-like. Coke's the only one of these I drink regularly, so it's my only point of reference. It doesn't taste very Pepsi-like either. I drink Pepsi Max generally. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. I'm going to stick with Pepsi, I think. And the final one again. This one still tastes cheap, so I'm pretty confident this is Q Cola. I'm less confident that this is Pepsi and Coke. They could be interchangeable. I think this one was the best cola. This one was the worst. So I'm going to stick with Q, Pepsi, Coke. But when you're drinking them back to back, they don't taste any different. They're so hard to differentiate. Only slight differences. If you had them one without any of the others, you'd probably enjoy this one the most, but it's so hard to tell. Like, they're so similar. You're not really getting the value out of a high-end brand compared to the low-end brand. Let's see what they are. We'll start with the one that I preferred the least, and it is the Q Cola. Alright, so we're one of one so far. I think I might just stop there and call it a day. Number 2 is the one I preferred the second most, which I think's Pepsi, but I'm not going to be super shocked if it's Coke. It is Coke, which means that I preferred the Pepsi the most. So I do drink Pepsi regular. I don't drink Pepsi, I drink Pepsi Max regularly. This I did feel like was better though. It's a blind test and I did prefer the Pepsi. Although I thought it was Coke, so.
Yeah, I did it.
My doors, my darts. So now that we've done the regular.
Yeah, hold on, let Daddy finish his video.
Now that we've done the sugar soft drinks, the next one will be the same brands, but they're non-sugar counterparts. I expect the results will be very similar.